Hi, I am Benny, and I'm reading my poem East Moon, which is a reworking of an earlier poem. This home anthology. Can the shady nooks of any metropolis nurse an obstinate heart as gently and carefully as this town of counterfeit moonbeams? Come here, those who walk in Adam's stride, if you want to hear alphabets ripening in their glottal stops, if you want to see men dancing to the limp of a bootlegger, drunk from swallowing too many rebellions. This is home, a birthday present from life, where the testimony of my life and yours, bedraggled, uncouth, angry, even difficult in parts, empties itself obliquely onto linen sheets and newspaper fragments. My grandmother grew up in this vernacular, singing a moon song around a kitchen lighted only by battered moonbeams that swallows whole houses and people at dusk, perhaps not knowing that years later a battered moonbeam would chafe against her granddaughter's verse and she would instinctively go,
in a gooseberry forest. No apology is enough for taking us this far. You just thought it would not be difficult to find the heaven's furniture at last, in the middle of a gooseberry forest in autumn. Or else invent one for us. And now, instead of going back to the point where it all began, you trudge backwards, more and more into the future, to take a turn in a fog where the moon walks in the wood barefoot, assessing the rise and the fall, while wiping out the footmarks on the dark forest bottom like a clever tree. They are our obituaries in the making, though without a proper cause. There must be a place where all lost persons come back one by one. Watch National Geographic and see how an explorer of Jurassic bones breaks the twigs and leaves marks on the trees on his way to the point where it all began, or else. Now I don't know who is lost. It might be you, the moon, or all of us. Home is never a mutual word.
Thus Vidania. Remember the fork-tongued propaganda at home those days? Hissing, static blue 45 RPMs, white Soviet clouds, gorgeous folk dancers floating about our rooms. Span, Vogue from America. In the ensuing confusion, colors bled out of our childhood years, splattered around paddy fields with Viet Cong scarecrows, Kalashnikovs, and lost kittens. 1999. The hearse turned the corner. Gotham's widowed, sagacious grandmother in thick black-rimmed glasses whispered, "You'll meet him again." Da, da. I pressed tulsi leaves onto his eyes. Thus Vidania. Gotham died so young, Mossy, I shouldn't have waited. We watched as the red turned your heart blue, all your dreams failing, when Lenin toppled by the wayside, Reaganomics hit our home hard. You knew about agents mustard, orange, transported in truckloads, accidental anthrax aerosol, killing 68 in Sverdlovsk near Moscow. Men, women, and children ambushed about Ho Chi Minh Highway. In erstwhile Crystal Distillery number whatever, biopreparate mercenaries manufacture antibiotics counterfeiting a war going cold. But did it? The only red flags that flapped in the wind in St. Petersburg were those held up by dead workers, where you posed in a sari and overcoat. Niet, niet, I still do not know what you were doing there then. Kingdoms are brought down when benevolent oligarchs invest in fear, sadness, take out the light with them. Thus, Vidania, I'll meet you again in the same empty house, number 98, leading your Buddha gaze, following the climb up the spiral staircase you built, leading to the glass ceiling filled with gardenias. Smoke rings Charminar as Russian soldiers march across desolate snow. The last dance of an Anna Pavlova. Leaf trace your morning walks, reading Gorky, Tolstoy, Pushkin, Akhmatova,